Now, when disaster strikes, you need an attorney to represent your interests in and out of court. And here in Albuquerque, that person is right next to me, and she is Kim4Justice, Kimberly Brusuelas. Hello.
Good morning,
Did
Nikki.
I say your name right?
You did. You said it right. Thank you.
It's a beautiful name. And, you know, Kim has really been helping New Mexicans out of binds for 20 years. So we're really happy to have you here to talk about what you do. I mean, you are a New Mexico girl, and you are defending New Mexicans, and we love that. So talk a little bit about your background for our viewers to understand.
Well, Nikki, it is great to be here, and I do feel, I love your show. It's got fashion, fun, food. So I feel right at home. My background is New Mexico.
Yeah.
My kids are in public schools here in this community. My husband's a judge here. My dad's from northern New Mexico. My mom's from the Midwest. So here we are. I mean, and as far as my background, I did a lot of trial work.
Yeah.
When I was in law school, I got real interested in things being fair. When things were unfair, you know, like kids are. They're always, it's not fair. Well, I still feel that way. Something's not fair.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have a wealth of experience. So, you know, you get to that point in your life where you know that this is your passion. Obviously, that's how you felt. And you thought, I want to do something to defend fairness in our society and help people. So let's talk about the kind of law that you specialize in and how you help everybody.
Well, we specialize in where there's been an injustice.
Okay.
And with law, you get all kinds of different disputes.
No
there
doubt.
might be a corporate dispute, that aren't necessarily about injustice. They're still important, and the courts need to resolve them. You might need a lawyer. But we're more interested in where there's been an injustice. For example, a little guy with less resources up against a big insurance company. Somebody who at the workplace feels disempowered. They are. You know, something like that. We at Kim4Justice, it's not just me, it's a team.
Right.
We like to help somebody who needs our help.
Absolutely. And the thing is, you know, when you're actually contacted by a prospective client, you really help them through the process because, I mean, that's the thing. When anybody goes through anything, especially the little guy, they need that professional to guide them through. So how does the whole process play out once you're contacted?
Once we're contacted, and that can happen in various ways, we set up a consultation, either at our office or if the person needs us to go to them because they're injured or for whatever reason. Okay. We can go there. And this initial process is free, and it is gut-wrenching. It is very personal. We have to decide if the client's right for us, and they have to decide if we're right for them.
Right, it's a mutual trust.
Exactly. And if they're ready for what litigation will put them through, it can be grueling. It can be exhausting. It is exhausting.
Right.
We want to make sure that they are ready for that they have the support they need, that they fit with us, that they like us, that we're ready to do the darn thing, you know?
Well, you know, you said it's such a personal thing, so you really do want to have that kind of trust with each other, and you want that perfect fit. It's not just about if they're the perfect fit for you and, you know, and vice versa. It's about the match.
I think that's exactly right. You've got to have chemistry. We have to be very intimate with our clients. They have to tell us things that are very personal. They have to tell you the truth. The truth, right? And sometimes the truth is tough. Sometimes something terrible's happened, and sometimes it's just, we need somebody who can be completely honest with us.
Exactly.
And we can work with.
Absolutely. And, you know, many people who find themselves in trouble, they don't have, I mean, I'm being realistic here, they don't all have a lot of faith in the system. We know that. So how do you help them maneuver through that process and kind of demystify any of those myths that people have about the justice system? You
know, I think that's a good point. And there was a judge that I used to practice in front of that had a sign in his office that said, if it ain't fair, it ain't legal. And, you know, I think we all want that to be true, but sometimes I think it isn't always, or it doesn't turn out that way.
Exactly.
But as far as what we do, we prepare everything for jury trial.
Okay.
And to me, the jury system is the greatest system in the world. I'm so proud of it. I'm so thrilled to be a part of it.
Yeah.
It's us. It's our community
that
gets to decide. I think they get it right. I think my husband would say that as a judge. I think after all these years, my partner would say that. They get it right. Juries get it right.
Right. And like we said, you're there to guide people through the process, and they do it right by coming to you first and talking about the things that they need to be prepared for. So what kind of advice would you give to your clients? Well,
the first thing they need to do is be ready. I mean, have all their documents in order. But clients, somebody who's been injured or somebody who's been victimized, they need to assemble a support team as well. We'll help them do that. We can do that. But they really need to be ready for the long haul. It's tough.
And because it's so personal, I would imagine that a lot of times, maybe it's a good idea to bring somebody else along if they come. Is that allowed?
Often, and if it's someone that they trust, for example, sometimes somebody is in such grief that they really aren't thinking straight.
Right. That's what I figure, because you come in to talk to you and they're speaking in an emotional place, but sometimes you need somebody to give you the facts too. And
who can remember what happened. It's like going to the doctor after a cancer diagnosis.
Exactly.
Bring somebody, that that's going to remember and take notes and help you get through it.
Yeah.
If that person exists.
Exactly. And would you tell them to get to the... You said something about bringing documents. Should they prepare things to bring to you for that first consultation?
No, they should just bring everything they have. They shouldn't prepare anything. They should bring whatever documents they may have.
Okay, that's simple enough.
And information, anything they have.
Okay, that's obviously going to be more helpful for their case and in the long run as well. So let's tell our viewers how they can contact you.
They can go to our website, and that's Kim4Justice. You can submit a question. You may call us. Again, a consultation is always free. We work on a contingency basis, so we pay the cost for your case, which means we're vested in your case. That's why we're choosy. We're choosy because we'll pay the cost if it's a right fit.
That's great.
And we'd love to hear from some of your viewers.
Absolutely. And of course, if you have any questions for Kim, you can always let us know as well. Just go to our website at casa.com for more details. And thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. And we'll be seeing you again very soon. And now here's a question. Are you a mom on the go? Skip the takeout. Let personal chef Jan Laird deliver a hot meal to your table. Those details are coming up next.